Yak Gadget, made in America, based outside of Nashville, Tennessee. Yak Gadget offers all kinds of storage accessories, quick mount motor mounts, anchor systems, track mounted accessories, even paddles. Go to yakgadget.com and get your kayak decked out for your next trip out on the water.
The 153 Bait Company, based in Troy, Ohio, make everything from plastics to custom painted hard baits. Hook 'em hard and hook 'em often. All of our baits are made to order, and all of our hard baits are hand painted to order. So go to the153anglers.com to place your order today.
To hell and back is in the job description. Being roughed up, scuffed up, run over, kicked, thrown, dropped, dunked, and done the unthinkable is a duty we've embraced for more than 40 years. Through superior engineering and constant innovation, only Pelican has conquered the chaos a life of ambition can dish out. And we've done it to empower you.
Welcome to The Reel Down on Paddle and Fin with your hosts, Dan Perry and Jimmy Skinner, where we talk about everything tournament kayak fishing. Here we go.
Yeah. I was jamming, bro.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to The Reel Down on Monday night. I think it's Monday on Paddle and Fin.
Sure feels like Monday. Is it Monday?
It is.
Yeah, it's Monday.
Somebody have a case of the Mondays.
Yeah, absolutely.
Somebody get their ass beat for saying something like that.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's Office Space.
All good.
Yeah. All right, but as you can see, if you're watching us live, we got the Mr. OG himself, Brian Schiller, with us. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. Glad to be here on the good old Reel Down.
Yeah.
We actually we spent some time last weekend with the OG of the Reel Down.
Yeah,
Mr. John Graves.
Johnny Graves.
Really? Old Crankbait Johnny.
Yeah.
That dude is the coolest person I've ever met, bar none. Dan, I hate you. Did not like that dude. Makes you laugh and smile the whole freaking time. He is hilarious. Cincinnati guy out there in a George Strait cowboy hat, slaying the bass. Dude, it was so fun.
And that's and we heard, and we'll be able to talk about his story. We should have had him on because, you know, if somebody can text him, hopefully he'll be in the comments tonight. The one person, Trash Panda, what's up, Josh? But we've so tonight we're going to be talking about. We have a new dog in my house, and she's upstairs whining, and my wife's trying to put the kid to bed. So texting back and forth with my wife here. But yeah, that's the big news in my life here. But tonight we're going to be talking about, we have an upcoming tournament. So if we've talked about it a few different times now, but on April 9th and 10th, we have the Paddle and Fin Trail Series Open tournament, and that's open to anybody, 2-day tournament. And then on the 11th, we have the Clash of Clubs Grassroots Trail Series. So if you have and we'll go over all this here in a little bit, but all that's going to be on Dale Hollow. And this last weekend, on top of that, these two fellows here and a bunch of other guys were down there for the Yak Gadget meetup, the pro team. They were down there, and John too. They were down there, and the fish were biting. It was a great time. Everybody had a good time. So Dale Hollow is starting to fire up. So I know I'm excited to go down there, and I'm not fishing the tournament. I'm going to be just videotaping everybody and helping out with the tournament, but I might be catching a few fish on the side too. I'm going to go there and not catch a couple.
I'm going to have to take a couple of rods with me because after like some of the fish that we caught and how they were acting, I think by the time we get back there with, the temperature starting to stable, I guarantee you the females are going to move up because we each caught like one male that, he had the smell, his eyes were starting to turn, and he was up shallow right where you would want him. It's getting close. It's gonna turn on.
We all caught him on different baits too. So they're just
Yeah.
hungry. They're chomping, man. I know I caught I think it was one day I caught fish on 4 different baits, I think it was. You know,
Yeah.
they just wanted to eat. They didn't care what it was.
Yeah,
But
it
I
was
mean, I think the consensus among the group was, it was crankbaits, Nico rigs, TRDs, swim baits.
I was catching them on Texas Rig Craws.
Yeah, Texas
Dude,
rig, Senko's, like it. Yeah, it's heating up, boys and girls.
yeah, and that's, I don't think like that area of the lake might be, like the money. I mean, if you've never looked at Del Hollow on a map, you should, because I'd love to know how many square miles of shoreline it actually has. It is a
Massive.
Yeah.
huge lake. But I had some buddies down there from Tennessee that probably hop on here in a little bit and listen to this. They were kind of checking the other end of the lake, and they were fishing like deeper water and crankbaits, and they kind of said the same thing. It was, it was kind of feast or famine out deep, but as they worked in, they were finding fish that were, obviously aggressive, but
Yeah.
no big females. So I think the whole lake is about to just like turn on.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
here's a question I had, and we didn't talk about this before. If somebody doesn't want to fish the open, and they're not a big tournament person, because we have a lot of people that listen to Paddle and Fin. Maybe they're not a tournament person. Can they just come and camp, or can they just come
absolutely, man.
Yeah.
We invite that actually. There's going to be some vendors there displaying products. They're going to have live music. He's got camping set up. There are some, I don't know if there's any cabins left. But I know there's some houseboats. He's renting out rooms on houseboats.
They're nice houseboats too. Man, they're so nice.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
We're staying,
Yeah, and if anybody wants to, kind of get a behind the scenes look and help, volunteer, absolutely hit us up.
Oh,
I know
Brian will have no problem putting you to work. I guarantee it. Slave driver.
We already got some folks volunteering. Obviously, there's going to be quite a few of us down there for that event from Paddle and Fin. So if you just want to come hang out, talk to one of your favorite hosts, by all means, come down, hang out, watch the result, weigh in and all that good stuff. Obviously, we're going to have this all live streamed as well. But if you want to be there and just get out on the water and have a chance at catching some nice fish, come on down.
Yeah, come fish, come learn, come hang out. I kind of imagine like a kayak fishing Woodstock.
Yeah,
because I know they have a big field with all the camping, like the music. That I'm kind of like imagining Woodstock here, like less drugs, less. Hopefully, less.
I wasn't going to touch on that, but
yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, and that's just it, right? Like when we looked at doing this particular event, initially we wanted to do it in fall, but you got the KBF National Championship, the Hobie Tournament of Champions, like that stuff all takes place in fall. So, KBF used to have the NC like at the beginning of the year to kick the season off. So that's why we decided spring, have a big event that kind of kicks everybody's season off. For down south, you guys, obviously you guys have already had a few tournaments and stuff, but the rest of the northern world is still thawing out, so to speak. And tournaments are about to kick off. So that's why we decided to hold this in spring, is kind of have it as a big event, bring everybody together and kick the season off right, so to speak.
I know we had said before that whenever we had talked to the resort manager there at Eastport Marina, that he said this is the weekend of like if you're going to fish Dale Hollow and you want to catch that personal best, that giant smallmouth. Like, if you really want to catch the fish that you go to Dale Hollow for, this is the absolute perfect weekend.
Yep.
to go. So not only can you fish a tournament, or if you don't want to fish a tournament and you just want to hang out and go fishing and go be a part of Paddle and Fin and be a part of a big hangout, you can do that, and music and good food and all that. But this is the weekend to go catch a personal best and have a trophy, because it is the lake where the biggest largemouth in the world record's from.
Smallmouth.
Smallmouth, I'm sorry. Yeah. Largemouth.
But you know, at the same time, like somebody said it, I saw someone's comment on one of the guys' pictures today about that it's underrated for how good largemouth it does have.
Yeah.
And I think it's staging up to be a weekend where even if you aren't looking to go catch smallmouth, or, you know, don't know how to do that, and you're just like a bank beater, you know, trying to get up in some pockets and stuff, I think it's going to be on. I really do. Like, I wish we had more time this weekend to explore a few more places, because we just went upriver because we kind of cheated. And Richard, the guy that runs the marina, he ran up there in his boat while we were all like eating lunch. And then he came back and showed us a picture of like a 19, an 18, and a 17 smallmouth, and was like, "Hey, I can show you where that is."
Yeah.
And we were like, "Well, we're going there." And,
yeah,
you know,
he actually towed some guys up that way. Me and Jimmy were like, "Yeah, we're not waiting for this. We just took off."
Yeah, we did. I was about to say, you know, a few of us, me, you, and John, we're real men.
Yeah.
We put our boats in the water and we took off the old-fashioned way. And then about an hour later, they come cruising up the river like 15 guys deep, dragging behind a center console boat.
Yeah.
But we did the full 6 miles one way and then back. Shout out to Jay's son. Not much, you know, kayaking experience. He paddled that whole way back. Well, all but like a mile, because I towed him, but we were kind of over it. And we were all kind of ready for a cold beer. So, but it was fun, man. So getting into.
Well, here, let's answer Joseph's question. Where do we catch our fish, and how do we what do we use? Hey, Joseph, I definitely recommend go listening to the Noob Show. We have a whole podcast dedicated just for people who are new to kayak fishing. Go ahead and listen to them over there on their show.
And if you're being more specific about on Del Hollow, where probably basically any of the pockets and secondary points.
Yep.
And if you missed it at the beginning this weekend, it was on just about anything you could throw.
Yeah.
Color didn't seem to matter. Presentation didn't seem to matter. Power bait or finesse. Like one of the guys called it on a extremely chartreuse chatterbait. Like it did not matter.
Yeah.
But so yeah, to get into it, when y'all first decided to set this up, well, you can talk about that. What was your thoughts and ideas to? I mean, obviously you said, you know, like a good kickoff for the season, but why the Clash of the Clubs, and then lead that into why Del Hollow?
Clash of the Clubs was something that, so basically any grassroots club can send a team of 3 down to compete. It's best 5 fish for each angler. So 15 fish total for your team, 1-day event. And, you know, you kind of get bragging rights as best club in the nation. So if you don't show up, you can't brag. But that was kind of a spinoff up here in the Midwest. The grassroots club that I particularly participated in, Kayak Bass League, Alan Wiedemeyer, who runs that, set up something 2 years ago called Crossroads Classic. And basically they took 9 to 10 clubs each year from Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, and Ohio. And they would do teams of 5, and they'd come and compete. And it was just cool. And I helped run those events a little bit, just doing some grunt work and seeing that, you know, how the kayak fishing community is, but seeing all these grassroots clubs come together, and, you know, these guys interacting with each other and talking about how much of a great time it was and things like that. You know, I had mentioned, like, you know, you guys should think about doing this on a bigger scale. And, you know, Alan does quite a bit with KBL and that Crossroads series. So I think taking it to that bigger scale was a little tough for him to take on personally. So when Susie and I had talked about the whole trail series as a whole, that was something that came up. And Dale Hollow was picked because it's kind of centrally located between, most of the U.S. I mean, granted, California and the guys on the West Coast, it's a little far for them, but where most of your kayak fishing is concentrated in this part of the country, Tennessee is kind of middle of the road. So that's why we kind of chose that. Last year, Paddle and Fin went down and we did a little meetup down there, and we loved the marina, Eastport Marina, and they were very welcoming. They wanted to get into hosting some tournaments because obviously, like you mentioned, they have what they call the farm, which is right up the street from the marina, and it's a 90-acre beautiful farm, brand new building. So if we get some weather, we can utilize that. There's plenty of room for people to spread out if we have some kind of COVID restrictions. So it was just it was kind of a domino effect where everything just all the stars aligned. It was just kind of the perfect venue, perfect lake. Obviously, like we talked about, Dale Hollow has some world-class fish in it. And, we talked to Richard down there at Eastport Marina, and it was a no-brainer for us to have that as the location.
Oh yeah. And Richard, they got a great thing down there, and something that we all talked about. Well, the Paddle and Fin guys that went, we were there I think it was 6 months ago, and
October.
just the stuff that's changed since we were there, improvements that he makes, expansions that he's made. It's not probably the smallest thing about that place is the boat ramp at the marina.
Mm-hmm.
But everything else is, very luxury, very nice. Richard and his son run a great deal and treat you like family. The ladies that run the restaurant, it's a little bitty restaurant. You would never think nothing of it. That's some killer food.
Awesome food. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, man. I didn't see if we could put this back up there. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this. Oh, that's right. I'm using the little camera. I'm like, yeah. Can you guys see that? But on the chalkboard, man, it's always, welcome Paddle and Fin, Yak Gadget,
here, I got you.
This past weekend and stuff. But they are very welcoming, and they love the kayak fishing community. It's completely awesome feel down there, and all the gals in the restaurant, they're like, oh, we're so happy to see you guys back. We talk to Richard every day, who's the guy that owns the place, and him and his son run it. They are now, they sell Vibes, new canoes, and boat paddle boards and
inflatables
and stuff like that. So, they're getting into the kayak game. They've sold boats for a while, so it's cool to see it come full circle, and they've been really welcoming to the kayak fishing community. They already had one of the Tennessee clubs host a tournament down there, and I think they're coming back. I think he said it was this coming weekend or the weekend after or the weekend before we're there.
I think there's more than one club that's going to be using them. I think Central Tennessee Kayak Anglers, I think, is going to be there.
Okay.
I think that's one of them. Tennessee's got a lot of clubs, man.
Yeah.
And Mike Watson said, I had no idea this existed. Sounds awesome. Dale Hollow is a dream lake. Glad I caught the podcast. Mike, if you want to fish a tournament, we haven't even gotten to the good stuff.
Yeah.
And Brian can go over all that. It's over 100% kayak, over 100% payout, and they're going to give away free kayaks at this. So, I mean, it's not only is it a dream lake, the location is awesome. The food is, with an S, plural. I mean, everything about this whole setup, you're going to have a good time. The food is great. The location is great. Like the payout is unbelievable. The everything that you can get is unbelievable, and that's why we're having a show about it. Because look, if you don't know about this, if you haven't heard about it, get a team together and go. This is absolutely one you don't want to miss, and this is just the first of many.
Yeah.
So we're going to do this more than once. You know, this is going to be multi-year. We're going to do this every year. So look, if people haven't heard about this, we're having a show again and again because you do not want to miss this event.
Yeah, the Open and the Clash of Clubs will be an annual thing. And I'm pretty sure we're probably just going to keep it where we're at, Dale Hollow. I think it's a great location. I mean, granted, guys like to see changes in the schedule and stuff, but like I touched on before, it's so centrally located, between all these grassroots clubs for them to come down. It's one of those lakes that, like Mike said, that's Dale Hollow's a dream lake for him. There's a lot of guys out there that have that same bucket list lake, Dale Hollow. And if you can come down, our entry fees are cheap. So for the Clash of Clubs, it's $75 an angler, which equates to $225 for a team. So it's low entry fee. The Open is $100 for a 2-day event, which, I mean, that's grassroots club pricing, $50 tournament, $50 a day, basically. And it's 100% plus payback. Absolutely. So for the Open, first and second place will obviously win some cash, but they're also first and second, we're going to pay top 10% cash payouts, but first and second place will also go home with a fully decked out kayak. They will be new canoes. I believe a Pursuit and an F10 is what they decided on, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong.
They knew, they rigged, and they free.
Yeah. And, a lot of the vendors that are coming down and will have products on display are donating product to go on those kayaks. So, like Yak Gadget's one of them. So, I mean, you can imagine what kind of stuff could be thrown in there. So, and there's various other vendors. And, so you're going home with a good chunk of change. Our Trail Series sponsors have stepped up quite a bit, so they're covering all the Tourney X fees, all the PayPal fees. So it's legit 100% payback. Nothing taken out for that. There's no membership fee. So, I mean, I don't know if you guys have the payout sheet that you can pull up that we posted on Facebook. Sorry, I should have.
I don't know if I've
uploaded it for you guys. But it is on Facebook. I think, actually it's right here. Bam, boys, Open event. So first place 100 anglers, first place is going home with 3,500 plus a brand new rigged out boat. If we can get to 200 anglers, it's over $6,000. It's over $6,000 plus a kayak, which is quite a bit. And like I said, we're paying out top 10%. And those payouts are pretty healthily structured, whether you place 10th or you place first. It's not top heavy, so to speak. And then the Clash of Clubs, if we get 50 teams, first place club is going home with $4,400. I mean, that's what, like $1,500 roughly per angler for a $75 entry fee. If we can get 60 teams, that's 5,200. 70 teams is $6,000. So, super huge. And the individual angler in the Clash of Clubs. So obviously that's a team event, but the individual angler with the biggest limit is going home with a new canoe, Flint.
Oh, Lord.
Courtesy of Team New Canoe. A couple of regions chipped in some of their marketing money to offer that up. And then we got word last week there's going to be another big prize given away. I can't say what it is, but it's big, and you'll have an opportunity even if you have a bad day on the water. So lots of cool stuff. We just can't announce that because then that might sway some folks to do some things. But let's just say there's a lot going on there. We got Pelican coolers and cases. They're sending us a bunch of product to give away as well. So there's going to be door prizes as well. 153 baits, Yak Gadget, Torpedo is on there. We'll be giving away some Torpedo gift certificates.
I need all of those.
Yeah, I don't think we can do that.
Can I sign up? Is it too late? Can I sign up too? I might sign up.
Yeah.
I might sign up.
So I'll say this right now, everybody listening, and I'm really talking to my Southern guys. I saw Garrett. He's in there. I was right at CTKA that's coming down.
Yeah.
All my Tennessee guys, with the way it's looking right now, your chances are high to get in now because there's not, the 200 anglers listed yet.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss out on this and see, a few people take home a whole lot of money and a whole lot of prize and whatever Brian's talking about, because I honestly have no clue.
I didn't tell you that.
I know it. I know it.
Jimmy's like, you need to hang around after this ends so we can talk.
Oh, he's going to dip as soon as we cut it off, too.
I'm like, peace.
Bug the shit out of him.
It's always hard to know how many people are going to show up because kayak anglers always sign up at the last minute.
Because we procrastinate, man. We watch the weather.
Yeah.
But so I'll give you a saying that we use in NACA. We're just here for the giveaways. If anything, guys, it's grassroots entry fees. Maybe you don't want to do the Clash of Clubs or can't put together a grassroots team. You should come down, spend the $100, and you'll probably go home with something. There's so many prizes coming.
Yeah,
it's going to be worth it. There's
going to be a ton of stuff. We talked about the live music and stuff too, but the Clash of Clubs, when we started reaching out to some folks, they were like, well, can we send more than one team? So I know we have a club here in Southern Illinois that's sending a team, but they're coming down with 6 guys. They rented out a cabin, and all of them were going to fish the Open, and then only 3 were going to fish the Clash of Clubs. And I was like, hey, man, why don't you guys just sign up 2 teams, We had a few clubs in Tennessee that were like, well, we could probably send more than one team. Is that cool? And, the way we look at it, the more the merrier. Like Matt Gibson said, this is for anglers by anglers. We just want to get as many people down there as possible to have a good old time and, kick the season off right, like I said earlier. It's going to be great, for guys that like the whole boondoggle feel, the pre-COVID stuff, man, the hanging out and listening to music and cutting up and lying about fish you missed. And we're going to be doing all of that. I think we all need that, right? We've been on this COVID lockdown for entirely too long. Things are finally looking up, and it's going to be fun, man. It was great to be down there this weekend. Like I said, there's so much room down there for people to spread out. There's that huge field right next to the barn. There's going to be a ton of room. You did mention the small ramp. So what we may do is run a shuttle back and forth. If guys are launching at the marina, the whole Dale Hollow Lake is open, Kentucky and Tennessee side. On Tourney X, there's boundaries listed, on some of the creeks and things like that. So if you go to Tourney X, you just scroll down on the tournament page, click paddle and fin. You'll see the Open, the Clash of Clubs there. You can get signed up. All the rules are there, the boundaries. The one thing I will say is for the Open, there is and we didn't even get into this part yet. There's a captain's meeting Thursday night. I believe it's 6 p.m. At the marina, at the barn. Show up in your jersey. We're taking video of every single angler, state where you're from, your boat, all that good stuff. During our live streams, we're going to play all these clips of every single angler that's competing in this tournament. And that's how all of our tournaments are going to go through the season. You know, our big thing is we want to, you know, this has always been a platform for anglers, whether you're Russ Snyder's or Jimmy Skinner,
That's right.
Jimmy being on the low end.
Damn
And
right.
Lower.
You forget it either. I wear that crown proudly.
I'm with you.
but that was the main thing, right? Like, you know, we want to give everybody the same treatment as the first place winner. And so show up. You got to bring your board. We are catch board only. You can use the carbonate board. We're going to inspect all the boards. Slap a sticker on the fence, paddle and fin sticker. Make sure it's good. You'll be checked in. We're going to shoot the short video clips that we can edit and use for the broadcast. We're going to have guys out on the water, guys and gals out on the water, getting live video. All these tournaments are going to be live streamed, commentary, and all that good stuff. So, you know, we just want to kind of blow this up so that way it's giving everybody the same attention from first place all the way down to last place.
And that's kind of like with our show, we really, from every trail series from the top to bottom, like you were saying, we try to get everybody. And paddle and fin here, and with the trail series, and the same with this Open and Clash of Clubs, if you want to get any kind of exposure, highlighting, this is going to happen with this tournament. So on top of everything
the whole series,
and but not only are you going to get highlighted during the tournament, we're going to have the winners on our show afterwards. So you'll get it there as well. You'll get it during the tournament on the water, live coverage, plus the prizes, plus the money, plus the hangout and the fun. I mean,
you never know. We may be able to get enough signal down there that we may can have the winner from the Open come to our houseboat, and we might do a live show there.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We'll have all the equipment.
So, a cornucopia of prizes and extravaganza. I'm just saying, this is going to be the place to be here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and you know, like we talked about earlier, you know, Eastport's home base. If you all are looking for lodging, they have food packages, all that kind of good stuff. Go to eastport.info. You can call the marina directly, and they can get you set up. Like, they got some great deals. Like, you know, you guys know when we were there last time, when we were there this past weekend, like, you can pick up a sack lunch for your day out on the water the day before.
And they pack the crap out of those sack lunches, dude.
Dinners
the bag was like 5
always,
pounds of food.
Yeah, dude, dinners are always phenomenal. So it's and it's affordable too, which is huge, man. When you're on the road and you're traveling,
and for the people like me, they've got beer.
Yeah,
they have beer. It's
cheap
great.
Cold beer. Like if you can get in anywhere, if you are coming down for it, try to get in at Eastport first. It might be a little bit out of the way from the ramp. If you're fishing on the other side of the lake, I get it might be a little bit of a drive in the morning, but this is where you want to stay because it's going to be the hangout and the weigh in and everything else. This is where you want to be, and they're going to have good rates where you can just rent a room in a houseboat or in a house or anything else. So call Eastport first.
And I will say too, you know, if they do sell out of everything, Richard is part of the Dale Hollow Lake Marina Association. So he knows a lot of the other owners, and he can find you some lodging and get you set up. So that's one thing too. Or if, you know, you want to drive back and be close to your spot, maybe you're not an early morning person or something, he may be able to assist you with that.
Through all the connections, we're going to turn this into, maybe not this year, but if we keep doing them here, Dale Hollow is going to be the mecca for kayak fishing in the Southeast.
Yeah, I mean, I just wrapped up a show, I don't know, an hour ago with Craig Dye, and we were talking about that. He's like, man, Dale Hollow is just such a beautiful place, you know, and just some killer fishing, you know, and you know, it goes back to, I forget who it was that mentioned in the comments, you know, Dale Hollow is a bucket list lake, man. You just can't beat it. Can't beat it.
It's definitely, man. I said it this weekend. That place is like home away from home now, with how Richard and them take care of us, and you know, they let us in early and let us leave late, and like the ladies brought towels for our guys that didn't bring towels. I mean,
yeah.
like little stuff like that. It's like being at home.
Yeah, man. It's they definitely roll out the red carpet for us, and they definitely take care of us, which is awesome, and that's going to extend to, you know, everybody that comes and shows up. I mean, it really is a whole different world down there compared to some of the other events that I've been to.
If you've ever been somewhere like and actually want your business and they want you to be there and they go out of their way, this is one of those places where it's like, oh man, we're so happy you're here, and what can we do for you? And the fishing's great, and it's just, man, you're going to come and you're going to have a great time. The reason we had this show, we just want everybody to experience what we did whenever we went in October. And this is going to be bigger and greater with prizes and exposure for all the anglers. And man, if you have a couple days of vacation time or
bring your whole family.
Yeah, and you can go.
Family friendly.
Don't miss this one. This is one you don't want to miss, really.
Well, and I'll say too, like, even if you can't make the event, which we hope you can, but you're looking for a place to go and stay on Dale Hollow Lake, Eastport Marina is by far one of the best places around on the lake to stay. Just that whole atmosphere, you know, whether you come for the open or not, and you want to go fish Dale Hollow Lake, that's the place to go.
For sure. Well, I'm trying to think if there's anything we haven't hit on it.
We do have big checks for the winners that you get to take home.
Take them home. All right.
We will
a picture and then you gotta give it back.
Yeah, no, none of that. We went all out, man.
That's Brian's trick. He's going to leave you that check and have you try to figure out how to cash it.
You know what's funny? I haven't told anybody this. The guy that's printing those up, he's like, well, do you want to send me your bank account number so I could put them on the checks? And I was like, no, like, just leave it completely random. Like, no, we don't need to broadcast that out into the world. Like,
I feel like that dude has got somebody with that before.
I mean, I don't know, but I'm like, no, you just leave it random numbers. That looks just fine.
I've got a story after a show,
but
this weekend.
But yeah, we got a killer backdrop with all our sponsor logos on it. So we're gonna get you guys photos. You know, and even if you don't place in the money and you want to get some good shots, we're going to have the cameras there. We'll take the photos, we'll edit them, we'll send them to you. So that way you can use them for your social media, whatever it may be.
Hey, and some of us are pretty good at, you know, photography. I know me and Brian and I know Jay, they got some really killer shots of me at a waterfall that, like,
you haven't even seen the good ones yet. Those I have to pull off the DSLR. So
I mean,
those are all cell phone ones that you sent me?
Yeah. Those are just the cell phone ones.
If you want to take your fans only page to the next level,
that's what I did.
We'll hire us for your photography and video, man. That's cool. We're down.
Jay will just stand in the corner. Just
all right. We're going the wrong direction here, man.
He probably didn't get on the show with us tonight because I picked on him like all weekend.
He's probably sleeping it off, man. It
couldn't
was a
help
long
it.
weekend.
He just leaves the door open. I just couldn't help myself.
Yeah, Gibson said Jimmy standing on the F12 lid was BA.
Hey,
It was.
from what I hear, you can only do it on a PA12 or a PA14.
Wrong.
I had the motor clear for. We'll post that picture. I'm standing on the front of the F12 with the motor completely out of the water.
Yeah,
it was awesome. And then I tripped on my net and almost went in the river.
I thought he was going to go in. I
did it.
I had the camera ready.
Week in Texas 50 times. Never had an issue. Brian makes the comment, "I can't wait till you fall in." And I go to step back and I kick my net and I almost went in. And that water was cold. It would have sucked.
It was like 50. I think water temps were like, what, 52 degrees or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Chris had a question earlier. Any early grass?
What kind of grass you talking?
Submerged grass.
I did see some grass in the back of a couple of the pockets we went in. A little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, Luke Turner.
Yeah, he whooped everybody this weekend on Smith Lake. Congrats.
Stay in your lane, Luke. Ain't nobody talking about no field freeze.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I love you, Luke.
The feel free rocket pop. I ain't talking bad about Luke. He took it.
No, he put the smackdown on everybody on Smith.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. He's gonna put the smackdown on everybody on the NACA tournament next week too.
Yeah, I'm not fishing that. I'm staying.
I've been watching the weather. I don't know if I'm gonna waste my money. I think I'm gonna go to Nashville and go to a cookout instead.
If I would have done good last weekend, I would have fished it, but I'm not.
Come on now.
Yeah, I ain't thinking now. I'm not going to waste my money.
What else we got on this stuff, man? Trying to think if there's anything we missed about what's coming up.
After that event, the first trail series stop. Oh, I know what we forgot. So those that fish the open, the top, I believe it's top 15% will qualify for our championship, which will be in La Crosse, Wisconsin in the middle of September. Nice. And then we'll also have qualifications for the Invitational as well, which the Invitational is just a way to get into the championship. It's the day before the championship starts, and the top 20% of the Invitational will get into the championship. And then if you don't make the championship, we're doing that first day of the championship for the guys that didn't qualify or didn't make their way into it, a big bass event the following day.
So tons and tons of opportunities to win stuff.
And then our championship, it's a 2-day event, but only the top 10 will fish day 2. So everybody that's left, what we've been talking about, and we don't have it set in stone yet, but it's going to happen. We just got to figure out how we're going to do it. So if you don't make day 2 in the championship, you're still around from the Invitational. That final day, what we're talking is you could sign up for $20. We're going to make random 3-man teams and pick one pool between 7, 8, and 9 that you guys go fish and kind of battle it out. 100% payback.
Oh, just put them on pool 7. Isn't pool 7 the northern pool?
Yep.
Yeah, put them on pool 7.
Yeah,
that'll be a slugfest.
Because
all the if it goes like it did when we were there, and I've paid attention because that's like one of my favorite places now. A lot of guys go pool 9. So
pool 9 and pool 8 are usually the popular ones.
Right.
A lot of guys stay away from 7. The guys that do fish 7 usually fish on Lake Onalaska.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep. But there's good fish up there, man. I pre-fished up there for one of the events, and I
drank a giant margarita up there.
Good. Yeah,
it was amazing.
Nice.
That's not. I didn't realize that it was in September, dude. That stinks. I'm gonna have to figure out how to. I'll be in La Crosse on the last weekend of August, I'm gonna have to figure out how to get back
for
up
the
there.
bass event.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it again. I got to get redemption on the mighty Mississippi.
Well, I think we're the weekend before. Yes, Hobie's the weekend after. So there's a Hobie event the weekend after our championship.
Yeah.
So if you want to come up to La Crosse and stick around for a week and make a vacation out of it, you'll have two events back to back.
Looks like I'll be crashing on Brian's couch again.
Go see the Dells and.
Yep. You got it, man. You got it.
Well, that's man. Paddle and Fin's got all sorts of good stuff going on this year, guys. Good job and all the hard work y'all have done putting that trail series together. I think it may take a little time to gain some traction, like all new things do, but y'all have definitely went all in, and I think people will start to see that it's where you want to be if you're the kind of the grassroots guys looking a little bigger.
Yep. To answer Bob's question, the championship is the weekend of September 11th. And you got to qualify for that. So after the Open, our first event is end of April on Tippecanoe River in Indiana. Then from there we go. I'm wondering if I got this in here.
Here we go.
Bam. So we go to Tippecanoe River. That's in Winamac, Indiana. We do have a home base for that. It's the Sportsman Inn right on the river. Then we go to the Coldwater Chain in Coldwater, Michigan. It's right on the border of Indiana and Michigan, and that's in conjunction with the Indiana Kayak Series, which is run by MKT and Topwater and those guys. And then from there, we go over to the Madison Chain. I believe the 6/12 date is wrong. It's actually the weekend after. This is an old thing. We changed it because the Bass put their championship that weekend, so we're the weekend after that. 7/31 Fox River here in Illinois. Then we wrap up the trail in Toledo, Ohio on Lake Erie in the Maumee River, and then we go to the Invitational and the championship. So for the 5 trail events, best 3 out of 5 will give you AOI points. So to qualify for the championship, you either have to place 1st through 5th in one trail stop or be top 50 in AOI. To qualify for the Invitational, 6th through 11th at a trail stop, and 50 through 101 in AOI points.
So tons of ways to get in. You just got to get out there and fish.
Yeah, you just gotta work for it, man, to get into that championship. It's not going to be easy.
Just like anything else, but to see the support that you've already got following it just for this Open.
Yep.
I mean, it's just a scratch at what's to come. So again, I go back to getting free stuff, man. You got to just pay to get in there to get the giveaways.
Yep,
that's what it's all about.
That's how
guys do it.
We tried to structure the championship so you actually had to earn your way in. It wasn't something that was just going to be given away, so to speak.
Of course.
So,
well, it looks to be a good time, and I'm looking at that. I didn't realize. I've glanced at this like 50 times, but I also have got like 5 other schedules that I'm trying to get onto. But that Lake Erie one looks kind of interesting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I know Mayo had their end of the year event there last year, and there was some really nice bags caught.
Yeah, it's like a bucket list.
High 80s. Yeah. Yep. Right on.
Well, that's it. Since you won't give us any info about what this new big giveaway is.
No, but I'm going to pull a Milford on you, and I'll be right back.
All right.
Continue on with your show.
Let's talk about a couple of these other tournaments here from last weekend. I'm going to fumble through these since I didn't write them down this weekend.
We've had a Monday. All of us have.
Yeah.
We're due one. We appreciate it. Y'all just hang out for a minute.
Yeah. So first was the Fishing for Soldiers, and they were, let's see where they're, somewhere in Tennessee here. Knoxville, but they were on a few different lakes as a benefit tournament. And they were 68 anglers. First place was Chris Walters, 94 and a quarter. Joshua Gauger, he was 93 and a quarter, and Jimmy Davis in third with 86 and a half. Next up was, let's see, Calling Panther. Let's see if they got 22. Almost. Sorry, Mississippi, didn't quite make it. You got to have 30. I'm sorry. Calling Panther. I'm surprised. I looked at that. I did look at earlier, but that's usually Brad Case's tournament. He must not have.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I didn't see him. But,
you know that Milford's going to get you for it too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Had a few too many waters.
Central Carolina kayak fishing. They had their season kickoff on Jordan Lake in North Carolina, and 62 anglers. Bob Danian, White Sox fan. I love that. He had a 88 and 3/4. James Jeselnik. Yeah, Jansnick. He had a 58 and 3/4, and Anderson Tran with 58 and a half. Next up, the Iron City Kayak Anglers tournament I fished in. He was on here a little bit ago. Luke Turner, Luther whooped everybody. We had 30 anglers. He 51 inches. Water was up about 6 or 8 feet. Jacob Mott in second with 46 and a quarter. So yeah. Luke almost won by 5 inches. That was amazing. And Kenneth Yarborough at third, with 45 and a quarter. Smith Lake's more spots, so that was amazing. And my boy Chuck in fourth, got shout him out with 43 and 3/4.
Take a look at that Indiana Kayak Anglers event. Brock Howell's shouting it out.
Yeah,
Matt Gibson took third, and I think he said between 70 something anglers, there was only 6 or 7 fish caught or something.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah,
the Tennessee Bass Nation, they were on Pickwick this weekend, and
with the elites.
Yeah, God help them. That was tough. 29 anglers. We're not going to talk about. I'm sorry.
I'm just going to throw this out there. They were on Pickwick.
Yeah.
For any of the guys, I mean, most of us are bass nerds. Did anybody catch the footage of those guys spot locking below Wilson Dam?
Yeah.
Smoking there was water rushing over the island, and these guys are just anchored down in that. I've seen bass guys fish some sketchy stuff, but that tops it.
Imagine if you fell out.
You're dead.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna catch you. That water is moving like 30 miles an hour.
Yeah. You'd probably be dead. Seriously. I mean, I
shout out to those camera guys for sitting on the back of the boat completely. I don't know if some people, like when I look through a lens, like you lose your sense of your equilibrium.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Standing on a boat, and these boats are still doing this, trying to get these perfect shots of these guys hammering these giant smallmouth on. I think they were throwing like big spinner baits and stuff. A lot of those guys were
on Pickwick, right?
Yeah, they were just below the dam. Like you could see all the spillways open.
Yeah,
in most of the camera shots.
Back in the
Zaldane was up there just laying on them too.
Yeah, buddy.
Sorry, I got way off topic, but that something that really impressed me.
Next up was Southeast Texas Kayak Bass League. They were on Conroe, and they had 55 anglers. First place, 101 inches with Justin Holly. Second place was Ruben Martinez, 96 and 3/4, and Stephen Fisher in third with 94. And yeah, here it is. The Indiana Kayak Anglers, they were on Monroe. 73 anglers and 7 fish were caught. First place, Drew Duncan, 43 inches. He smoked the field, more than doubled Aaron Wilson. Second place with 17 and 3/4, and Matt, old Secret Lures himself, with 17 inches. And I'll shout out fourth, Steve Martin, because he is the only other person to catch fish too. With
I mean, apparently it was an accomplishment this weekend. So.
Yeah, 30 inches. Everybody else zeroed. That's awesome. East Texas Kayak Fishing. Let's see. Yeah, they had 39 anglers. I don't know where they were at. Tyler. They were in Tyler. Brian Carson won with 88 inches. And Adam Patron second with 84.5, and Andrew Haywood in third with 81.25. And then the Moyak, they were on Tanny.
Tanny Como.
Yeah, only 20 of them, so sorry. We ain't going to talk about it.
You might as well at that point.
No,
just read.
I think that was intentional because I think they only had it was the Tanny 20 or something.
Oh, really? Oh, well,
was the name of that tournament. And who was it that just did really well at was it the Hobie event or the Bass event down on Fork? I think
Bass.
you guys had him on, and he took like second or third up there.
Oh, here, I'll go back to it. Okay.
I forget.
Let me find it.
For just going back for anybody that followed our show last week, and we mentioned that we couldn't get in touch with the second place angler from the Lake Fork event. Y'all go check out Armando's show, Bass, Kayak, and Beers. Right after the show, somebody sent me his phone number, go figure, and got it over to Armando. He got him on. Killer story. Dude literally busted a hole in his boat and sank his boat. Had the worst time until tournament day, and then put the smackdown on him. So go check out that show.
It seems like that's the theme this year. Dusty Yacker almost drowned and died.
I was fixing to say he almost died,
and then came back the next day and cashed a check. He started late. Like,
don't get any ideas, folks. It's not the key.
Yeah. Be safe out there.
All right, Oklahoma.
Wear your PFD.
Anglers, they were on Lake Eufaula at 106 anglers. The Executioner. That's for real. That's real life. That's his name in Tourney X. He had 84.25. He won. Nathan Henthorn second with 83.5, and Clayton Kinrod got third with 81.75. And then the Executioner. Look that up. That's serious. Then, Yakabass. He's got like the who's the Mexican, not the Matadors, the Mexican wrestlers, luchadors. Is that what it is?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
The Mexican wrestlers with the mask.
We'll just call it Nacho Libre for
yeah. Yakabass out in California. They were in Lodi, the West Coast Championship qualifier on Comanche. 113 anglers. Morgan Swisher in first with 88.5. David Owen with 84.5, and Gino Mango with 83 inches. John Myers, hey, my boy, he had 82 inches, so he was sixth place. Damian Towell, that hammer, he's in 12th, 77. He's on my fancy fishing team. Had to look at him. KBBT, I know Jeremy Baker, my boy, he was on there. He made it. No, you didn't make it. I think that might be it. Last one. Yep, that's it. All right,
I got something for you real quick, Brian.
What's that?
I got something for you real quick. What does this remind you of from this weekend?
My man, John Rapp.
Bring me two more, Big Daddy.
Grab two more, Big Daddy. Shout out to John Rapp and the West Virginia kayak anglers out there, man.
Oh, man.
He's a good dude. He's
a retired, federal marshal?
No, state, not sheriff.
Trooper?
State trooper. That's it.
Yeah, he carries a big badge, knows what he's doing, and he's hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Dan, I hate you missed the Yak Gadget Pro Team meetup. Dude, we had it wasn't as many people, which made it more fun. And, we didn't have Milford around chugging Jim Beam honey. So, but we did have someone chugging Maker's Mark. So, we made up for it.
Yeah.
That's hardcore. That was the wife's birthday.
Nah, man.
Oh, there you go.
Again.
Couldn't miss that.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Perry.
Yeah. Well, mine was a couple days before that, and then hers. So we had
that's right. Yeah. Yours was last week, right?
Yeah,
how old is you now, Dan?
I am 42.
Dude, good Lord.
I'm good. I got old gray hairs in the beard.
Bro, you better start shaving that. Or get some of that just for men. Just saying.
Just for men. you gotta say that. You gotta sing it as you brush it in your beard.
Just for men.
I don't care. I'm married, dude. I get it on the rig.
Good cover up.
I don't know.
Nice recovery.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. We'll see y'all next week. Be good. Kiss your loved ones. Life is short. I don't know why I said that, but yeah.
Wear your PFD. I'll say that since you said the rest. And then take us out with your catchphrase, Brian. It's my favorite.
Tight lines, smooth paddling. Peace.
Nice. And I can't.
Thanks for tuning in to another killer episode on Paddle and Fin. Don't forget to go check out our website at paddle_and fin.com. Don't forget to check out the YouTube channel at Paddle and Fin. If you got a question, comment, want to hear from a future guest on a future episode, feel free to email us at paddle_and fin@gmail.com. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Paddle and Fin on Facebook and Instagram. Shout out to our show supporters, Angler. The Angler button and app just makes for a better time on the water and creates a virtual logbook for every fishing outing out on the water. Shout out to Rocktown Adventures, located in northern Illinois, for all your kayaking, camping, and hiking needs. Shout out to Jigmasters Jigs. When in doubt, get the jig out. Go to jigmasters.com.